We need more of that every single time.
We do. Did it go?
Boy, we look good.
I look good. I feel good. It's is it time yet? We have 3 minutes. So we have to get everybody to be quiet so we can start. I think that over there. No, we have a few minutes.
You're on. I'm listening to you right now.
No, I'm right. You're here. You can hear me because I'm talking right here.
No, you're on.
This is the sound of my
No, we have
voice.
until 5:30, right?
It turns itself on
Turns itself on.
at 5. So we can say lots of bad
Oh,
stuff.
yeah?
Everybody that showed up this
You can
week.
talk about how
Because
crappy
nobody
it
will
is.
know. Yeah.
Do we need to scooch around?
Let's scooch a little forward.
Okay, you go for it. I'm
Less
gonna
crotch.
a little less. What about the guitars? They have to be in the.
Well, I think that's still going to be plenty of guitars.
But well, we have to have plenty of
The other
crotch.
Matthew
Though.
Flaherty's on.
Really?
Yeah, he said you're Jack.
Wow, that doesn't sound like him.
No, a Matthew Flaherty.
Oh,
Actually, it's that one.
you don't think it's Colorado guitar, Matt Flaherty? Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Does this have enough crotch?
Yeah, I think so. It's
Is
just
it-
enough crotch.
is it
Need
time to-
more crotch.
All right. It's time. Let's go ahead and do it then.
Okay.
Let's. Yeah, I think we've let people wait long enough. Oh man, I'm tired. Who's still talking? Oh, Anthony. Yeah,
He's not even in the class.
I know. He's just yeah. He's
always in the class.
yeah. I thought he was going to be here too.
He's always in the class.
Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching our Friday reveal. We have a shop full of noisy people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,500 people in the shop today, including Anthony Icavangelo from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Who knows? Maybe he'll even come and tell you a story about life in the old country. So, but before that, we have 5, 6 super cool guitars to show you from our Fabric Top workshop that we've been working on all week. And it's been nothing but a nonstop fit throwing hell ride of high-speed cutting tools and tequila, right?
Not in
Actually,
that,
not
in that order.
In that order,
In
yeah.
that order, yeah.
Actually, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to show you guys everything that got done this week. What should we show first, Chris?
Let's show ours.
All right. So I think a lot of people, when they look at one of our fabric tops, they say, Ike actually said this when he walked in. He's like, "Wow, that's cool paint." Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, actually, it would be super cool paint, but it's actually even cooler because these guitars are topped and backed. Who's doing that? Are topped and backed with a fabric. And Chris, tell them what you have here, sir.
This is a guitar topped with fabric. So this is a. Let's talk about the process.
Good idea. Okay.
So for this class, everybody sent us their fabric before the class, and we sort of rough cut the shape of the body and glued the fabric on front and back.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting all turned on.
I know. I
Yeah.
think we should incorporate more nudity in these.
Well, maybe not nudity, but just maybe some gratuitous, almost nudity.
Okay.
Nudity.
Yeah.
Annuity.
Yeah. Belly shots. I'm getting a little warm. Okay.
And then when they showed up, then so we glued the fabric on to the rough cut shapes and did one round of Simtex sealer. We rolled it on with a weenie roller.
Yes.
And that was to basically turn the fabric into some sort of almost carbon fiber or
like a fiberglass. Yeah. Which is cool because then you can machine it just like anything else.
It actually machines just like almost like regular wood or whatever. So the first day they came in and we worked on bodies and we did the outlines.
They got the outlines done. Yep.
And neck pockets and drilled all the holes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people did.
In this case, we bound
top
them.
and top and back. We bound 2, right? Rod bound his. You saw it last night. And then we decided we were going to bind ours as well.
Yeah.
To show solidarity for Rod.
We had to do it so Rod could see it in action. Although,
Sure.
as it turns out, Rod already had done it before, and he knew how to do it, and then so we just had him
Uh-huh.
bounce guitars.
Yeah. And then we sent him in for more sealer, and then we started on the necks.
Yeah.
And these are the this is a Steve neck too.
Yeah, so all of the necks were done at Maximum Guitar Works by our buddy Steve. And this one doesn't say anything on the back, but everybody else has like their name
Mhm.
and that it was built by them and when they did it and that kind of stuff. You'll see that here in a moment.
Yeah. And then some more sealer, and then more sanding, and then we did paint on yesterday.
Yep.
And they were ready for assembly this morning.
Assembly today. Remember, you were like, why did it take an extra half hour today?
Mhm.
Because we had way more paint than we normally do for one of these Fender workshops. I think that's why.
Yeah, we were, and there was talk of doing paint on Wednesday. We did rods, but we had to hot rod, or we had to. supercharge the
we had
booth.
some
But no,
weather
we was talking of
related
doing it
issues,
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
I can't remember. I don't recall.
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah, we had
I
done-
think this was a big success, and I
Mhm.
think that everybody has something super cool.
Yep.
Um,
Let's talk about the other component of the class, Dylan.
oh, duh, that's right.
Yeah. So Dylan came out and we wound pickups. These pickups were wound by Jim Jimmy
Our very own Jim.
because Rod already winds his own pickups. So he gave his spot to JJJ,
Okay.
and he wound these pickups for this guitar.
Brian Duncan himself wants to see the fabric up close because I think he wants to buy this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants.
Yeah.
He wants to see. Can you get it up close to the camera?
Hey, my wife's here, man.
So this-
it's bound on top,
Yep.
bursty on the back.
This is kind of a classic Paisley style, only black
Yeah.
instead of pink or what. They had a blue one too,
They
didn't
have
they?
blue flowers. Yeah. And you know what we forgot on this guitar?
What?
Things in which to install a strap.
Well, we can put those on.
We can.
for in any location that.
Frankly,
you might like.
I'm surprised it's even a guitar.
I know, right?
because there was so much stuff going on between you and me. We
Mhm.
mostly got it done except for strap buttons.
Not too shabby.
Uh,
I actually
yeah,
had Doc
Doc-
do a
Yeah,
lot of
Doc.
it. Yeah.
Doc did the final kind of strings and and
Doc didn't put
bangs.
strap buttons on.
Doc, you didn't put strap buttons on, dude.
I did not, nor was I willing to.
So
you
anyway,
you saw me eyeball that stuff. That looks good. Boink.
I'm not drilling holes in your guitar, no way.
Oh, come on, man.
this one features Hipshot tuners on a upside down neck, but it's a right hand oriented.
Got side dots on the right side.
That's right. So it's a right hand guitar with an upside down headstock.
Correct.
If you're into the whole, this should have one humbucker and a Floyd, and then Mick Mars might have played this back 35
But
years ago.
instead, we did a Telly pickup, direct mounted to the body,
Uh-huh.
and a P90.
Very cool.
Also direct mounted to the body, but that's not so
Like-
weird for a P90.
No. And we went with a Hipshot hardtail bridge.
Yep.
And your standard Telecaster controls. So this guitar will be available on the website for sale very, very soon. If you want to risk it, it'll be part of our grand what do you call it? Black Friday sale. So if you want to risk it, you can wait till Black Friday, or you can buy it as soon as it's up on the website. I urge you to. This is a pretty cool guitar.
It is.
It's pretty cool.
It's better than pretty cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. It's also got a pushy pulley.
Yeah, it does
Switchy
series
in the
parallel with a push pull on the tone.
Yeah.
On the tone hole.
in the tone hole.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Well, so that's enough of our guitar. Why
Yeah.
don't we get some other people to come up and
Cool.
show off their
And
stuff?
I will get out of the way.
I was going to do the first ones. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. So first up, we have my friend and yours, Sir David Dangerous. Dave. Oh, I didn't even notice something yet. Well, okay. So I don't have my reveal shirt on, but it's okay because the headstocks are wood color.
That's why I
So-
didn't wear mine.
Yeah. So Dave, how are you, sir?
All right, how you doing today?
I am well. I am a little frazzled because, quite frankly, I need a liver appreciation day after you guys have been here for so long. So it's been great to have you back in the shop again, as always, and tell everybody about this super cool guitar.
Well, when I signed up for the class, I sort of had the vision right away. So I bought this material after last Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And then I wanted a maple neck with black dots, black side dots, little black reveal there. and black nut to tie into the body.
Mm-hmm. You went with
And I
Hipshot
went-
tuners and
and I-
bridge.
Yeah, and a hardtail bridge.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, let me ask you. As a strat guy, do you like the Hipshot 2-point trim or 6-point trim better? But do you have a dog in that
I
hunt?
do not have a dog. In
Okay.
that
All
hunt.
right.
Nope.
I'll ask everybody else. In fact, if any of you guys want to chime in, tell me what you think about 6-hole versus 2-hole trim. Okay.
Okay. And then with Dylan, these are Dylan's new Bonneville pickups for a strap.
But you wound them, so
But
they're
I-
actually
but I
your
wound them.
new Bonneville pickups for a strap.
Very good. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, this turned out awesome.
And then you guys did some custom airbrushing on the fabric
Yeah, we
kind of stuff.
we randomly picked a handful of skulls and airbrushed them.
Yeah.
Gave them a little tint, little style.
Looks great, man.
So now you also, if you noticed our guitar, it also had a maple fretboard, but it didn't have any tint on it. So you and Chris kind of came up with a cool wipe-on tint, right? I mean, I guess that's
we added dye to the wipe on.
no. It was way more of a process than that. Come on, dude. So yeah,
Well, we did a lot of test pieces. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it boiled down to just adding
Several lab coats were ruined.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So this could be a new finish. I love this. I think this looks super cool because it's got that kind of vintagey flavor to it, but it's still an oil finish neck, which is rad.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So
And how was winding the pickups?
fun as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the second time you've wound pickups with
Yeah, because I
Dylan?
was back in May.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very excellent.
So yeah, this turned out awesome.
What and then you got a custom plate?
Yeah, somebody custom lasered a plate, in the family of the black color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to go with the
Excellent.
guitar.
Where are you going to be rocking this first? Next.
Next, Ohio.
Okay. Is there anybody back in Ohio you want to say hello to? Because I know someone was kind enough to let us have you for a week. So
Well, yeah, Green Eyes for sure.
Green Eyes, thank you for letting us have Dave.
Mhm.
Sir David Dangerous, who we might have to change his moniker. We haven't decided yet. but as for right now, Sir David Dangerous in the house. Oh, so what do you think of this? So built by, I should have had him put Sir David Dangerous on the back of the headstock.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that's cool. You know what? This wood with the tint that you guys did, it looks a lot like roasted maple. I think.
It's heading that direction.
Yeah.
from a
I think
color
it's
standpoint.
cool. I think it's really, really excellent.
Yeah, very cool.
Excellente.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for coming out, Dave, and it was good as always to have you here
Yeah.
and hang out. Like I said, my liver does not thank you, but my mind and my heart does.
Yep.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank Matt. Thank that guy.
Yeah, Brandon was
Brandon.
instrumental in telling dick and fart jokes all week.
Yep. And he only had me screw up a few times, but we did all right.
Way to go, Brandon.
All right.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks,
thank
man.
You. Yep.
Who else? Let's not stand on ceremony here. All right, so I'm just going to sit here and vamp for a while.
So I'll come over and sit until
You guys-
somebody else decides that they're going to come up here and do it.
Hey,
All right,
Chris.
there we go.
Here's Trevor.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but I had a 3-way last night. A couple of no-shows, but I still had a pretty good time. Hey, Trevor, how are you, man?
I am doing well.
Here at the 9:00 show is completely different from the 5:30 show. So this is Trevor, whose last name is Williams, but well, not so you'd really notice. But anyhow, so Trevor, how are you? You are among an elite cadre of people who have taken one of our workshops, but lives in the area.
Right.
How was that?
It's amazing.
Okay.
It blows my mind more people who are local in here. Just blows my mind.
I think that maybe one day we'll have a lot more locals. Okay. So that's not to say we don't have a whole passel of locals, but generally speaking, Dave came from Ohio and Don came from Canada, and Doug from Florida, and Rod from Alaska. So yeah, so it's nice to not have to travel.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you built and what your vision was and how close did we come?
So it's a Stratocaster, pretty traditional pickguard. It has Hipshot bridge and tuners, Dylan pickups. All the pickups are Dylan wound, but the center is a Bonneville I bought from him before.
So you wound 2 pickups with Dylan, and you bought one from him. Okay.
Yeah. Roasted maple neck.
That's right. You said you wanted to upgrade the neck components to torrefied or roasted maple,
Yep.
which looks excellent. And you got rosewood fretboard,
Yep.
also
and
excellent.
abalone fret inlay.
Did you put those in, or did Steve do those?
I did them.
You okay?
Chris,
Cool.
yeah,
Oh,
Chris helped
yeah,
me.
nice. Okay.
Yeah. And then So basically I had this idea in my head for a long time and created the fabric design in Photoshop.
So talk about that. So a lot of people, Dave went to, and so did I. We went to Joann Fabric and we just picked some stuff that was off the shelf. But you didn't do that. You did something extra cool.
Yeah. So I just basically got a online Photoshop template for a Stratocaster and designed the image that's here within that template for the front and the back.
How hard was that
Show
to
them the
do?
back.
So that's the back.
It's got a freaking dragon on the back.
Yeah. It took a long time. 3 fabric orders. This
Well,
was the
remember,
third
yeah,
fabric order.
because you came in early and you had something that had a lot of white in it. I'm like, that looks super cool. I fear that when we glue it down and put sealer on it, it's going to be see-through.
Yeah. But the reality is it's better
Oh,
with
good.
the blue than it would have been. My wife was, when she saw this version, she said she liked it before. She was like, oh, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's very
yeah,
cool.
it's amazing.
So, what was your favorite part of this experience, and why was it using the pin router?
The pin router was absolutely amazing. It's the whole thing. I will never look at a guitar in the same way.
You told me that we have to stay in business for another decade or more, so that your son, who is 4,
Yes.
can come out, because he said, "I want to go make guitars
Yeah,
too, Daddy."
yeah,
Right? That's
yeah,
very sweet.
Daddy will. Can I go with you tomorrow? Yeah. So I said, no, when you're 14 or 15, you can come.
We have had some youngsters come out and participate, and most of them, with one exception, came with dads, and the dads to the dad say, "I should have just watched my child make it, because it's so much," because they did it too. John, who was here last month, was just here with his daughter, and we had one young man. What was his name? Who sat right there? It was a year ago, last year. Or,
Yeah, I even said I was going to give him the job.
good old what's his name? I'll never forget him. He came. His dad dropped him off. But we love to have, father son or 2 best buddies come out, or 2 mortal enemies. That would be really fun too.
We had father son in the last class, but it was adult father son.
We had adult father son
That was
too.
fun,
Yeah.
too.
So it's a really neat thing, and so I would love to have you come back with your son, or what we've never had spouses. I don't know
Yeah.
what would happen, but there's been people who have been threatening to do that, and I'm like, well, I'm game if you are. So yeah, I don't want any drama. Okay, so anyway, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but when you're around me, you don't have to talk very much.
Which is just fine.
So, do you want to say hello to anyone who was nice enough to let you let you out of the house for a week?
Yeah, Jen and Knox giving me the space to be able to do this, and yeah, it's been wonderful.
It was great to have you here, and thank you for letting us have Trevor all week long. It was a super cool experience, and he brought donuts today.
Show off your frets.
Oh yeah. Tell it. Yeah. So that was another thing. you did.
Oh God, the hemispherical frets. Yeah, that was a thing. But
It's
it was
a thing, all right.
I had about halfway through, I was like, I now understand why guitars with hemispherical frets are $3,000 or $4,000.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Even we have a automatic file
Yeah.
to help, but you still gotta. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this workshop's a deal.
Cool.
Like, it's a deal.
So yeah, you got a super cool guitar, and
Yep.
this is your new favorite guitar now.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well, thanks, my friend. It
Alrighty.
was really awesome having you here and hanging out with us, and thanks for the donuts today
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right. So everybody was given the opportunity to do hemispherical frets if they wanted to, and most of the guys did. Now, I like to think that I'm waiting for someone to come up. I would like to think that that I give people a lot of encouragement to not do hemispherical frets, huh, Mike? So, but a lot of you guys were like,
But-
just okay. What's the easiest way to sell something to an American?
What?
Tell them they shouldn't have it or
Right,
can't
right,
have it.
right,
Yeah.
right. But Brandon helped out great.
Brandon has done more
Yes.
hemispherical frets than anybody in the
Without
shop.
doubt.
So yeah. So this is my buddy Michael, who's been out here 3 times. And Michael, tell us what you got here. What do you got going?
So what I have is a maple neck, rosewood fretboard,
Mm-hmm.
lock and hip shot tuners.
Awesome.
The nut came from Maximum Guitar Works.
Actually, the nut actually came from Maximum Guitar Works by way of John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So very excellent.
So I'm a Raven fan. And it's a purple guitar.
Oh,
Raven
duh, okay.
purple. And I got this neat fabric that has pinks and purples and all this stuff. So
I
it
really like
changes
that
color.
one. It's very cool. It's way cooler than Trevor's.
Yes.
No, I tease. Okay, all right.
The major thing is I wound the pickups with Dylan. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dylan.
Good old
And he likes this idea. I'll say it here on this thing. His pickup winding is like waiting for a roller coaster ride. You have to wait 2 to 3 hours to get on. When you get on it, 2 minutes is done. So I had to wait for a long while, and I got going, and it wasn't long at all.
He said that you did very, very well, and you just sat down and boom, you
Right.
you wound them, and no issues at all.
And even though this is telly, I have a 5-way switch on it.
Ooh.
And Chris did his magic. The first is the neck. The last is the bridge, but in between, it's amazing. So the next one would be in series, in parallel, and then in parallel out of phase, and that gives them twang. I can't tell you twang.
What sort of amazing specialty hardware did you have to come up with that?
Well, I had to have a special super switch.
Super switch.
Yes, but the hardware, the P90s I wound from Dylan,
Yep.
and I had 2.
Sometimes though that switch is kind of the tricky tricky
Oh
bit.
well, yes, it is.
Okay.
It's very hard. I got volume, tone. I decided to go that way. And the back of the car, I have the F for flock.
Yeah.
The Ravens flock.
Yes.
Exactly.
I don't know what the F on ours is for. For Flaherty
Okay, fine.
and Fesker. Yeah. That's a no-brainer, huh? Okay, sorry.
And
Go
I
ahead.
also have ferrules to the back of the car to make it beautiful.
I think it's
Straight through.
really, really cool.
Awesome.
Now you also went with a rear route,
Yes.
so that you could show off
Yes.
more of the cool purple.
Yes. So I decided I don't want to put pick guard in this thing. It would just destroy the pretty color.
That's a no-brainer because that's a
Yeah.
really super cool.
And this will not show up on camera, but I have it. Is it? Oh, sorry. Dark purple, dark purple.
Get
It's
it
like a
up
burst.
close there. I bet
I
you
don't know if
they.
guys can see
I don't know.
it or
Yeah,
not.
it might be too
It may not
dark,
show up.
but it's very. But I guarantee you it's there.
So, any questions?
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Who was the third baseman for the 1947 Cleveland Indians?
Let's see. It's going to be Trey Mancini.
Maybe. Okay. I'll just have to take your word. For
Okay.
it. So, Michael, who do we want to say hello to back in
Okay.
the back east?
Well, I want to say hello to my sons, Brendan, Matthew, and Jared.
When are they coming out?
Matthew wanted to come this time because he couldn't get off work.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah,
Okay.
they'll be out sometime.
Now, you have signed up for our challenger level of
Yes, I have.
Patreon membership, and you actually have basically paid for a challenger. You and I went and picked it out,
Yes, we have.
and that is going to get sorted out very, very soon. And you're gonna have to tell me like you want inlay on the thing, but I need to know what finish you want because the sunburst would be the obvious
I want
choice
the sunburst.
because that wood that you picked is like
Yeah,
really
I want to
excellent.
see the wood.
It's gonna be neat. It's gonna
Yes.
be neat. Cool. Well,
Okay.
thanks for letting us have Michael for the week,
Okay.
and like I say, thanks for beating up my liver all week long too. So yeah, I think
You're welcome.
I am going to have to probably dry up for a couple of days, but not tonight because I'm getting on the south side of my cold Coors Light.
Okay, very good.
Very excellent. Thank you,
Talk to you
Michael.
later. Thank
All right,
you.
my friend.
Andy Robinson.
Andy Robertson. Eddie Robinson.
Oh, you got it wrong.
Hey.
So
So I don't have any more beer, and Doc is up. Chris, are you coming up?
No.
All right. Well, will someone please silver bullet me with beer or the bullet? Yeah. So you guys know him, you love him. This is Don Siltonen, whose name I always get incorrect. It's Stiltonen or Stiltonen or something, but this is Don Doc Siltonen. And did I get it right that time?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Okay,
You
good.
did- That's beautiful.
And sir, it was great to have you here all week.
Oh,
Tell
it
us
was
a little bit
awesome.
about what is going on.
I built a guitar.
Well, that's scintillating.
That's weird.
So,
yeah.
okay,
Stop stealing my
so
material.
the same double cut body shape that I always built. We have, although it's a baritone this time around. So
So you have a couple of things. You've had Steve from Maximum Guitar Works build you some
I have
custom for you templates.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
This is all off of the set of templates that Steve was nice enough to do up for me, including the headstock.
Let me ask you, how hard was the process to have Steve build you up a custom set of templates?
Not at all.
Okay.
I had some
Because Steve's so disagreeable, I wondered if you knew. Yeah,
crotchety doesn't come to mind, but
yeah,
no.
yeah. No, Steve is very, very excellent to deal with.
No, actually, in all honesty, it was quite an easy process. I had some kind of cheaper templates at home, and I sent him the templates and a bunch of measurements, and told him my timeline, and it was ready before I needed it for the class, which was in May.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we used them in May as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, full set of templates, like super affordable, considering the amount of time it takes to get it done. And so to make this particular instrument, especially with the body, boy, it's about as slick as it can get, really.
So now you wanted a baritone, so
I
we were
did.
unable to
I
have
did.
Steve make you the neck for
Exactly
this
right.
one.
Yeah,
What is the scale length?
the scale length is 28 and 5/8 inches. So
What's
yes,
it in metric?
832.
Wow.
So I had to have. No, I have no idea. Sounded good. Yeah, it's close enough. Good. Yeah. So I had to have the folks at Warmouth make me a neck.
So let's get it in the old picture here. There we
It's,
go.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a little on the long side.
Yeah,
but
it is.
They did a nice job. It's a nice flame maple, and I was. You guys were generous enough to donate some of your number 7, the Maximum Guitar Works finishing oil.
I
and
really like the
Man,
Maximum Guitar Works finish.
What a huge difference on the back of this neck. It made the maple pop, and I mean that thing is just slick.
Mhm.
Fantastic stuff. Actually, and surprisingly, for something that's this big, it's really light. So whatever mahogany you guys source from,
Some of that stuff, that's Honduran mahogany that we source from Dan and Calvin at
Yeah.
Tonewood Experts, and some of it is
Yeah.
crazy light.
it's so good, so good.
I was a little bummed out that we had to cover it up with fabric, but we got such an amazing deal on it. I'm like, well, the heck with it. Let's use something really good. So
Like, I mean, this has got a lot of stuff on it and a big chunk of neck hanging off it,
Mhm.
and it's right around 8 pounds.
nice.
Very, very good. The pickups were pickups that I wound with Dylan's help, of course.
Uh-huh.
So 2 P90s, one fairly standard for the neck, and then an overwound for the bridge. We've got all gold Hipshot locking tuners.
I love gold hardware. A lot of guys go, I don't really like gold hardware, but it really looks good. I just accept it. Gold hardware is cool.
It does look
It's
good.
beautiful.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Hipshot locking tuners are the one true and holy.
Mhm.
They are. Sorry, if you're not using them, you're missing out.
Yep.
So yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about this fabric that we got.
So the
getting in
fabric,
there. I think it's classy and classic looking.
so in all honesty, the fabric was supposed to be my late wife's skirt, but because the late wife's skirt was made out of polyester, that doesn't work very well. So I went to a local fabric store and I found something that was very, very similar to the pattern, but in cotton, and it worked out fantastic.
It
It's,
sure looks cool too.
It's very classic. I'm quite happy with how it turned out, especially the way that, as you mentioned, if this is white, it's going to turn.
It's
little
gonna
bit
turn a
brown.
little see-through.
And that's perfect. It
Yeah.
looks like $1 million.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't look like brand new. It looks
No.
like it's like I say, it has a classic look to it, and it has a
does.
classy look to it, and it's a super
It is.
super excellent.
You know
guitar.
what? It turned out. I mean, the main reason for me being here was to learn how to do the fabric and to learn.
What'd
how
you think?
You know what? I mean, I didn't do any of the fabric other than just cut stuff out. But
Dude, Brandon glued it down. I mean, it's easy. It's so easy.
So,
Brandon can do it.
but the other thing was very, very important for me was to work with Chris on doing the burn and learn or try to learn.
We actually kind of threw you a curveball because there was a Telecaster on the wall,
Yeah.
and you're like, I said, hey, do you want to practice doing a burst? You said, yeah, that'd be great. I'm like, well, yank that telly off the wall. Let's shoot it.
Yeah.
You did not know, because I did not tell you that one is a practice burst guitar. But it looks a lot like a ready to go
It
for
does.
sale guitar.
It really does.
The neck
I
goes
was-
like this. So
I
yeah.
was less than enthusiastic.
Did I have you
about
fooled for a
spraying-
moment or two?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah. And I was less than enthusiastic about spraying paint on your guitar. But you know what? We did a trial on that, and I did the burst on this front and back, and it turned out great.
I
mean,
am.
I mean, Chris is a really, really, really patient teacher, and thankfully, you know, we were able to get it done with a minimum of redos. But you know, thanks to him, it looks fantastic.
It looks super
It really
cool.
does. I could not be more happy with this. And to be quite honest,
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. The guitars are secondary
Mhm.
when you come out here. It's all about having fun with the group and hanging out. I will agree that
Did you hear that? Did you hear that beer get cracked? That's what it's all about, buddy. Yeah.
I was going to say I will agree that this time the liver might have taken a little bit of a hit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about the community. It's about hanging out with everybody. It's about the community that you guys have built around the channel.
You and I
It's
even
fantastic.
were able to cross something off of your bucket
We
list.
did.
Okay,
We
now
did.
not everyone knows this, but the last time that Doc was here, he and I had made an appointment at the 5280 machine gun rental place. And we were supposed to do it and we didn't get to. And so I'm like, come hell or high water, we're doing that this time because we didn't get to do it last time. So in Canada, apparently you can't
Canada,
just,
that is, yeah,
own
unless
a
you're,
machine gun.
unless you're in the military, it's not going to happen.
By the way, today in the United States is Veterans Day. And thank you to all of the veterans who either buy or rent machine guns and keep us safe. And thank you for all the sacrifices that you guys have made. And Semper Fi to all of my Marine buddies out there. And corporals, get it done. Hoorah! Okay, sorry.
A special shout out to Marianne.
You will know who you are. Excellent. Hey, so your daughter's been kind of checking out what's been happening via Zoom.
Yes, she's several times when she felt like she needed a little bit of break from studying, so she has.
I'll be all day for me, buddy.
Yeah, she's got a kind of a heavy course load. She chose a difficult path, and so yeah. But she's had a chance to kind of look around. I'm kind of curious, actually. I wouldn't mind getting her out here. But I know she has no interest in guitars whatsoever.
But you know,
it would be a lot of fun. Same with my
if
son,
it's
actually.
less about the guitar, then
It
you
is.
know.
Then that's just it. It's for me. I mean, hell, I'd come out here to Sam. It doesn't matter. I have a good time.
But can we pencil him in to do that?
Yeah, I'll come out.
Please.
I'll be in later. Don't worry.
It makes it
Now,
good.
my hourly rate is.
I bet it's more than what Brandon's is, but yeah. But so now you are coming back along with some of the other guys
I am.
in April.
I am coming back with the Dangerous Brothers to do the neck through class in April. I'm going to come out early.
Okay.
So you'll have to put up with me for longer.
That sounds fun. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, Doc, it was always good to see you and great okay, Matt talking take two. Good to see you again. Always great to have you out here in the shop. It was great to have you here all week. Who do we want to say hey to back home?
Let's say hello to my son Michael, my daughter Paulina, my two parents, Terry and Mary, and anybody else who's watching.
Thanks for
You
letting
guys
us have
should
Doc
come.
all week and yeah.
Awesome. Cheers.
So I saved the loudest for last. I know you think it's me, but Doug and I we're actually in competition for who the sun revolves around.
Well, you did take my name out the door this time.
No, I put it back up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doug, how in the world are you, my friend?
I'm struggling.
You look cool though, man. Let me just tell you.
No, I've had a couple of rough weeks actually.
Well,
Bitten by a dog. Mother fell in the
Dang.
hospital. Then I come here and a hurricane hits. My wife's without power, and it was a lot of stress this week.
well, I can tell you this much. Every time you're here, the sun shines a little bit brighter. So sorry to everybody back home in hurricane, but yeah. But thanks for letting us have Doug for the week. And tell us, my friend, what have you got here?
Well, I got a guitar that actually turned out a hell of a lot better than I thought it would.
It's very different than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, $5 in material. I went to Joanne Fabrics, and it was a flame material. And everybody wanted to do skulls. It's kind of a cool thing, but I'm not really into skulls. And I thought, but that fire looked really good. And,
It looks way cool.
and they had it on sale. Like I bought 2 yards for $9.50 or something.
Okay.
And you think about what I put in that, and then you look at it and you go, how the hell could that be $9.50? Well, it wasn't. We only used half of it.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people go to Joanne Fabric to buy fabric to do their own deals, their own fabric tops. And I love the idea of a bunch of crusty, dirty, dusty guitar players and builders wandering around the fabric shop.
Well, I did buy a couple of them too. I bought one that was all Pink Floyd triangles, and I said, nah, I don't think I'm going to do Pink Floyd, but it's here if anybody else wants to use it.
There's a bunch of cool logo stuff.
Yeah.
I went, yeah.
I was surprised about that. Of course, the open gear locking tuners from Hipshot. I didn't really want to trim this time because I wasn't going to do the pick guard.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? Because I want everything to show, we'll do everything from the back. And I even didn't do a plate. We did the.
Oh, yeah.
And, I bribed Chris to help me with, painting the neck.
By the way, I didn't get any of that money.
Yeah.
Or whatever the bribe
I
was.
didn't get any.
But you see this shirt right here? I'm leaving with what? How many guitars?
I like 5 or 10. I can't remember. Yeah.
But I found out today that I don't even come close to a guy who showed up.
Well, but he doesn't have that many TTGs. He's just
okay.
got a bunch of guitars. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of guitars, and I might hold
You
the
still
record
hold
for the
you
most.
still hold the
TTGs.
record for the most TTGs.
Yeah, which
There's a guy that's creeping up on you though, so
yeah.
keep it up.
Well, my attitude is this. We're coming back out for the neck through.
Mhm.
I don't know how many more I'm going to be able to do. Because I wish I'm kind of jealous of a couple of people. Trevor, it's like he lives so close.
Well,
And it's like
you only get so many laps around the track, right?
well, it's like and Brian also, he's not as close as he is, but he's close enough that he's able to come out.
You ever look at Brian and go like, what's his wife doing with him?
I look at him and go, he's a rock star, and that's why she's with him.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Yeah, I've
rock
been wondering,
stars have
like-
beautiful women. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
But it's always fun to have them show up too, and because you guys are always razzing me, and I enjoy it. And
You're always razzing me too, you prick, yeah.
well, that's my idea.
But I love you, Doug.
Yeah, it's like, hey, and I gotta,
That's my idea.
it's my idea of coming. He even says my name on the back, which was I didn't expect that.
I think it's
Steve's,
cool.
Yeah.
There ain't enough room for it?
Yeah, it is kind of long. Santaniello,
Show off
and then I got
the
an English first name.
show off the edge.
Yeah, let's show off the.
Oh yeah,
That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, Chris helped me with this because I was like, I don't really want to do just black. And I said, could we do like something like a flame? And he said, well, that might not work. And I said, well, can we do red? He said, that won't work. And then he goes, how about we do a see-through red? Because I had the wood was so beautiful. I almost want to just leave the wood.
It was really cool.
I really did. I liked the wood so much. And some of the pictures I posted showed the wood before it was painted. And for some reason, the mahogany I got was really dark. As soon as we sealed it, it darkened up and it really had a beautiful look.
I think that these guitars are resonating with people. Do you know there are 106 people watching this reveal? That's unheard of for a reveal.
All right. Well, let me put a challenge out.
Okay.
Is there any openings left for the neck through?
I maybe.
If there is, I will pay for somebody to come to the neck
Come
through.
on. For reals?
I will pay for them to come to the neck through. They'll just have to pay to get out here.
Five guys over here.
Wait a minute. I should
Hold on
say
a second.
somebody who hasn't been able to come
Oh, okay.
to a class.
Okay, all right. There's
Somebody
one
who hasn't been
caveat.
able to come to a class.
That is very kind of you, Doug. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. Doug's not bullshit
No,
because Doug has
no.
done this before, and he's not pulling pud here. This is a for real thing. If Doug says he's going to do something,
See,
he's going to do
I
something.
knew. You know why I offered to? I said Doc would save my life, and Doc, he's saving my life this week. I got bit by a dog last week, and I'm out here. My leg's about to fall off.
That's right. Are you feeling any better?
Well, he looked up what I should do, and he helped me a lot. So,
Old Doc's a
and
good
I'm
guy.
cheating a little tonight because I had a drink. He said, "Don't drink." And but anyway, but he's really a great friend to have.
So now you have some family out here too, right?
I have a nephew out here,
That's super
so
cool.
I stayed with him over the weekend because I came out a little early.
Neat.
And in fact, we're supposed to meet him for dinner tonight.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but we do have to kind of goof around for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to hold the record for Texas Toast Guitars.
You're not only are you holding the record for that, you're also holding the record for attendance in
Yeah.
workshops.
Yeah.
So you're coming back for the neck through. Hey, everybody! So you're coming back for the neck through workshop in April. So you've been out for a couple of different Mike Learn ones. You were out here. One of the very first things that we did, which was like spend a week with us, and who knows what we'll do. Remember that? It was right during COVID. It was during the NAMM show. It was the first time Dylan came out. And
for $100.
build a body
Yeah.
for $100. Yeah.
So I decided to build 5 bodies, but what happened
Yeah.
was it was supposed to be a one-day thing, but I know Dylan. I've known Dylan for a number of years, just as personal friends, and I'm not a guitar player like most of these guys are. I just love guitars. I've got a bass being built finally because that's what I play,
And we're
it's right
gonna.
above my head.
I'm
right
going to try and have it done before Christmas. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
The body's done. The neck is the
Yeah,
neck is
yeah.
yeah.
Which Christmas?
Quiet you two over there. Yeah.
well, you know what? It's like I've got plenty of guitars and basses to play, but none that came from Texas Toast that I want to play on basses.
Let me
So-
ask you. What do you think is what should one of the things that we offer new for next time to keep people coming out? You and I talked a little bit about this morning and last night.
Well, I think people should understand there's a lot of different classes, and it's they got it because I was looking at what they're saying, and some are saying when they saw the CNC thing with Steve,
Mhm.
they were like, "Oh, geez, I want to learn how to cut a body. I want to learn how to do that
Mhm.
by hand." Well, then don't come to that class because he's not
Yeah,
going to
come
do
to a-
every class
Come
that
to a
way.
different one.
Come
Yeah.
to a different class. But I'll tell you, the bodies that he had last night, I'm drooling over because of how freaking hard it is to get this, these edges right. You pick that thing up and it's just perfection.
You have inspired me to do a video. We talked about this.
Yeah,
too.
I'm challenging him. Really, I'm challenging
That's
him.
what it is.
Can
So-
you do it by hand the way it's done with that CNC?
So Doug said you can't do it with we can't do it like Steve did on the CNC, and I said I bet you I can do it with my tools. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make a replica of the guitar that Steve brought in, which by the way is I happen to know this, a replica of a guitar of a
62.
of a 62 reissue. So I'm going to make a replica of a replica of a replica. And we'll see how close I come to the one that
We
Steve
got to
made.
judge
Yeah.
that too. We got to feel that baby and see.
Yeah.
Because it's incredible how beautiful they are.
They are super cool. And I think that would be a super fun
Yeah.
workshop to do. Go and hang out with Steve. Come out here. We do frets and finish and stuff and wine pickups with Dylan.
Oh, I didn't tell you hemispherical.
Oh,
I had to do them twice. I was the first one to get them done. Brandon says, "Hey, you're going to break a record." I get them done. They go, "You cut the tang back too much on all of them." So so I had to take all the ones from up here, move them down here, and make half of them again. I mean, it was, and then redo the edges on everyone.
Brandon's a
So-
ball buster.
But I'll
isn't
tell you
he?
what, I can do hemispherical frets now without thinking about it.
Yeah. So what do you think? Should everybody do hemispherical frets, or should if you're first time doing it, maybe not?
Well, this is what I'll say. They are unique, but they're very precise.
Yeah.
So if you love that feel and look, yeah, do it. But it's going to take time from other things that you have. And I'll be honest with you, a half hour ago, my guitar wasn't done. because I ran into a couple of little issues, and thank God for Chris and Matt, because I wouldn't have it
Well,
done.
but that's kind of the way it goes. You know, when you're
Yeah.
putting anything together, it's like, oh crap, there's this one little thing we got to do, and once we do that, then everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But
And I got, a guitar to live with forever.
that thing.
Oh,
is
what about my
super-
dots?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like
so
a dumbass.
you-
But, I did painted dots where, I wanted red dots. We couldn't find anything red. We were trying to find pickup sticks at the toy store.
Yeah, that's right.
Couldn't find anything red.
Hiccups.
And yeah, so we went and bought enamel from Hobby Lobby. But, and Matt said, why don't you fill it mostly and then put the paint? Because I found out if you put the paint, because I tested it, it's still wet 2 days later underneath. So, and once Chris cleared that for me, which, I let Chris do a lot of my painting because I'm like, I want it more perfect. But I have my own paint shop that I'm working on.
Yeah, I think Doug, you don't give yourself enough credit because I know you and you come out here and you have a background in woodworking. Now, having said that,
Cabinets.
do you think that anybody could just come out here and do this if they don't have a background in woodworking?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because you're not going to let them fail. You're not going to let them cut their fingers off, And when
Not over and over
if it's something that I'm really kind of afraid of, I'll say, do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. But most things on the machines, I'm not, because you guys show
You
us
know
what to
what-
do, and now I've been out here enough that I don't have any fear of the machines.
Yeah.
Because you can have fear of a machine,
Absolutely, absolutely.
But I'm very thankful to be here, and seriously, I'm not lying. Somebody who wants that class, the only thing you're going to have to pay for is to get out here, your food, and your.
I anticipate I will be getting an email shortly,
Yeah.
or unless I already have a bunch.
Hey, by the way, isn't that the first neck through class?
This is the very first neck through workshop in April. Now, okay, the thing is, it's either build a classic or the woodworking workshop, which you've already done, or neck through workshop, which is the first time we've ever done it, or carve top, which is the first time we've ever done it.
Oh.
So I had to do that because I dorked up the thing on the website and I had them mixed up, and I'm like, to hell with it. You can just do whatever you want.
So you can carve a top.
You can do a carve top if you want. You can do a neck through if you want.
And
you
there
can
is
just do that.
a paint option too to stay for the weekend. 'Cause
Doug's
you don't
not
want to
covering
leave.
that.
Yes, I will.
Dang!
If you're going to come, because you got to stay for the weekend. I hate to leave with a guitar that's not done.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-day weekend, paint your guitar too. So you got to be able to have those full 7 days kind of to be here.
Yeah.
And so my attitude is, if you're going to come out, I don't want you to leave without the guitar you're going to take home and play.
Well, Doug, as always, that is super, super generous. Thank you very much. And guys, like I said, if I haven't got an email from you already, I'll whoever the first person to send me an email is, Doug's not full of shit here. This is a real offer. I personally guarantee it. So yeah.
You got it.
All right.
Love
Well,
it.
thanks, Doug.
There's Chris.
So, all right. Well, let's. I guess we're ready to just start seriously drinking now. And yeah. Hi, Chris. Maybe you've already started. How are you? How are you doing after this week?
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
You wore kind of a
Super fun.
your shirt says I'm the nice.
I am the nice one. Doc doesn't think I'm the nice one, but
Yeah.
I am the nice one.
Yeah.
No,
No,
this is
I can't.
I'm just wiped out from a week.
It's
And
a
I feel bad because I get shorter and shorter tempered
well,
as we go.
you know how it is. Like on Friday, the hey Chris comes up a lot more. So
I never heard that once.
Yeah. You never heard it once. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching our fabric top reveal. I hope that we see you at what? Oh, should we do this workshop again?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
It was fun.
All right. Well, we hope to see you guys at the next fabric top reveal, or maybe at the next workshop. And if you want to be in the reveal, you certainly can. I'd like to thank Rod for coming out. Sorry he couldn't be here today. He had a family thing he had to take care of kind of at the last minute. So I hope that's going okay. But we miss Rod, and we always love it when Rod comes out to you. So anything else that we have to say?
I think so. Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess until next time, this is Matt.
now.
Fucking Chris.
This is Chris.
It's like doing a video with my brother's kid. That's yeah. Reminding you that life is short. You might as well have a cool guitar, and it's even cooler if you make it yourself. So thanks for watching. I don't know what the video for Sunday is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be wildly entertaining. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.